That's how a lot of people get addicted to the street drugs. Is pain, is injuries or operations. That's how they get started.
So here we are in Baltimore, Maryland. Here we are with Jeffrey. Jeffrey, are you homeless?
No.
You're not homeless. Are you a panhandler? Do you panhandle?
Yes.
So tell me your situation.
Basically, right now, I'm struggling trying to get my IDs and stuff, so I can work on getting back to work.
Speak up just a little bit more.
Basically, I'm trying to work on getting my IDs right now, so I can get back to work, so I can get away from this. I really don't like doing it. It's embarrassing. So, it's pretty much. Basically, got here back in 2016 when I was homeless. Then I got off the streets, I got working, and then got housing and all that, and then I lost all my IDs and stuff, and then I ended up going out of work when the pandemic hit. So I'm trying to get my IDs now everything's starting to open up again, so I'm trying to get myself together. So hopefully within the next couple of months.
You said you were working, correct?
Yeah.
What were you doing as a job before like the pandemic hit?
I was doing working on the trash truck.
Trash truck?
Yeah.
And you were so how long were you doing that before the pandemic?
Like 4 years.
4 years?
Yeah.
And that was pretty much like steady income for you?
Yeah.
And how you made the majority of your money?
Yep.
So tell me about like your homelessness before. How long were you homeless before you worked at the trash truck?
I was homeless from 07 all the way up until 2017.
2017, so 10 years homelessness.
Yeah. And then I met a female, and then I hooked up with her, and she gave me a place to stay.
So how was that 10 years homelessness, a decade of homelessness? How was that for you, and how did you end up in that situation?
It was hard. It basically all started when I had my back operation. I got hooked on the pain pills, and then when the pain pills started running out, I started buying them. And then I started losing the job, then I lost the car because I started buying heroin, and then that's when everything took off, and then I lost the home.
And what job did you have before you had your back operation?
I was doing maintenance of traffic.
Maintenance and traffic.
Yeah, MOT manager.
And you told me how like you kind of like were you didn't really want to get the pain pills. You wanted to get something else, but your doctor was kind of telling you to take the pain pills, right?
Yeah, he was saying that non-narcotics wouldn't help for my pain, which I thought it was bullshit. I think it was all about the money.
Yeah, and I know a lot of stories about people hurting themselves and then they're getting addicted to the pain pills that's supposed to help them.
Yeah.
It obviously brings them deeper into a whole nother world.
That's how a lot of people get addicted to the street drugs. Is pain, is injuries or operations. That's how they get started.
And so how was so your 10 years of homelessness, like what was your experience? Like what did you experience? Like what were your trials and tribulations?
Experiences. It was just crazy out there on the street, man. Seeing people get killed and homeless people getting robbed. It was just crazy out there, man. You had your stick-up boys. You know, you walk through an alley, you never know where they were going to jump out on you. I had it happen twice on me. Thank God nothing ever happened.
And when you used to be homeless, did you stay in shelters? Like how did you find food and shelter and places to sleep at night?
Well, I would go to like soup kitchens and shelters and stuff when it was cold, but if it was warm out, I would sleep outside.
You feel like the government treats homeless people good in Baltimore? And how is it in Baltimore City, the homelessness?
No, I mean, I think it's terrible because why you got all these abandoned houses in Baltimore City. You just spent $40 million for a brand new Lexington Market. That $40 million could have went all these abandoned homes. They could have fixed them up and put homeless people in there and have somebody run them. But you're gonna spend $40 million on a market, but you can't get the homeless off the streets. Like there was a lady back in December. She was homeless. They found her down there on Guilford and Madison.
Madison, yeah.
She was slumped over. They took her to the hospital because it was cold out, right? They took her in the hospital. She was going in and out of consciousness. As soon as they found that she had COVID-19, they threw her right back out on the street. And all she had was a sweater. I bet you if she was a doctor or somebody famous, they would have kept her. Because she was homeless, they kicked her out. It's sad the way they treat homeless people in Baltimore. Like if you try to go to a hospital to commit yourself, try to get help, if you tell them you're homeless, they kick you out because you think you're just there for a place to sleep. I experienced many a times trying to do that.
Yeah. And I heard it from like interview after interview, like the shelters are one of the worst places to go.
Yeah, they are.
Like if you're into drugs, like there's so much drugs that goes on in the shelters, like they try to stay away from shelters. Was it like that for you in Baltimore?
Yeah. You can get anything you want in the shelter, man. It's crazy. There's more. I've been in city jail, Central Booking. You wouldn't believe how much drugs are in that jail right now, man. It's crazy.
A lot of the correctional officers and people who work at the shelters they don't do anything to help. They kind of make things worse, right?
They're the ones that bringing it in.
So a lot of corruption. I know Baltimore City is known for its corruption.
Yeah, it's a lot of them. Even a lot of these cops too, man. A lot of these cops are corrupt in Baltimore City too. Why nobody trusts them?
Yeah.
Like here, there's like Northern District is right. See that building right there?
Yeah.
Well, right on the other side of that light, right on the other side of that is Northern Police District. Now I've been coming here since 2016. There's only one officer that's ever stopped here. It's always the same cop. It always tells me I can't panhandle here. It's only that one cop. Why is it? And it's like, why is it only you? Out of all these cops that come up and down this strip, never mess with me. It's only that one cop. It's like he's got something up his sleeve. Like I don't know what's wrong with him. Like why you keep with me? All these other cops go by, but you saying I can't be out here, but you're the only cop that messes with me. Like what? I'm not bothering nobody. Why don't you go mess with somebody that's out here robbing and stealing and killing? Why don't you worry about that?
How are you, other than a cop, like how are you treated entirely just being out here by pedestrians and other cops?
I mean, I've actually had a few officers like back Thanksgiving. An officer gave me I think he was a lieutenant, gave me $20 for Thanksgiving. I mean, I meet a lot of nice people come through here. You got a lot of people that come through here that work down on TB Hill. Down where the news stations are.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, I mean, really a lot of nice people come through here.
And
like Christmas, I came out here on Christmas. Dude, I made $450 out here on Christmas Day.
Say it again?
I made $455 on Christmas Day out here.
Oh, wow.
In like 3.5 hours.
Because I guess people are in the Christmas spirit, more generous than usual, you would say?
On a normal day out here, I probably make, on a good day, I can make $250 a day.
$250 a day?
On a good day.
And how long do you come in and leave?
Probably 8-9 hours.
8-9 hours?
Yeah.
Usually, what's your hours like? You come here at what time and then leave?
Usually around 8.
8?
I usually go on by 3:30, 4 o'clock. I leave.
And where are you coming from? Like, how long is the commute to get to this median right here?
I come from Curtis Bay.
Curtis Bay.
Over Brooklyn.
Oh, that's like near...
Like Locust Point over by that way.
That's pretty far, right?
Yeah, it's about a half hour on the light rail, and then it's like a 10-minute bus ride. So like 45 minutes to get here.
It's not too far from Dundalk. Am I correct? No, that's not Dundalk. I heard of Brooklyn.
Yeah, it's not far from Dundalk. If you get on the Beltway right there, it's not far at all.
And you say so how do you get here? What's the commute? You take the bus?
I take the bus to the light rail, to the light rail, and then I catch the light rail right here.
So why right here do you panhandle other than other areas in Baltimore?
Because I've been in other areas. I've been on North Avenue and Mount Royal. I've been down there panhandling. I've been on President Street. Like President Street, they don't want nobody down there. And I've been on Mount Royal and North Avenue. There just ain't no money down there. And I come up here and I seen how good the money was, so I just come up here.
And how long you been right here exactly?
Since 2016.
Since 2016.
July.
Okay. Have you met any other panhandlers, any other people, along your journey that try to help you or befriend you?
No.
It's usually just you alone?
No.
And you were telling me you're born in Baltimore, correct?
Yeah, 1980.
Baltimore, born and raised.
Yep.
Do you have any family
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
You probably don't. Do you keep in touch with any family?
Just mainly my mom and my stepdad. My mom's remarried. I keep in contact with her. Well, she lives in Pennsylvania. But my dad's here, my aunts, my cousins, my uncles. I got a lot more family here in Baltimore. They all like out in like Essex, Middle River.
Okay.
All out that area.
And what do you do like to stay sane? Like what do you do to keep your spirits up and pass the time other than panhandling? Just to help you get through the day.
Just play on my phone, man. Just look on YouTube, watch videos. That keeps me occupied. If I didn't have my phone and wasn't looking at YouTube, I don't know what I would be doing. Probably be running the streets. But the way shit's going out there now, it's too bad out there running the streets. Too many people getting killed, man. So I come here to do this, I go home and I go in the house. Cause it's only me and my girl, that's it.
Okay, so you have housing now?
Yeah, I live with my fiance.
Okay. So what is your main? Okay, go ahead.
She's the one that took. I actually met her right here on this corner. She was panhandling.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we met in 2017. We've been together. We're working on our 6th year together.
Is she still in? What's her situation like? If you don't mind me asking.
Well, she's disabled. She doesn't do this anymore. She's working on getting disability now.
So, do you have any passions? Like, what are interests you have? You know, passions. Let's say, like, in a perfect life, what would you want to be doing with your life? You know, other than the situation now.
Just working, going to work every day, coming home, just doing normal things. Like go to movies, go to a football game, baseball game, stuff like that.
And just to kind of close off this interview, do you have any like words of advice you want to have towards the world? Anything you want to say? Specific?
Just try not to end up out here doing this type of stuff. It's not a life you want to live. There's better things. I mean, there's better things you could do. Go to college, get a degree or something.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, Jeff.
You're welcome.
You've been seen and you've been heard.